colors.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. I'm Kari.
I am Evan.
I'm Evan.
We are not doing this again!
I thought you were Gabe.
Oh, wait, yeah, I'm Gabe. My bad.
Gabe turned into Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Last time, we somehow did fairly good against Sabrina.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, that's
And I'm eating more frozen
In this
mangoes
part,
And
I don't know what I'm
stealing
doing.
Dr.
We're
Pepper
back in
all over
Vermilion
my
City for some reason.
now. I like it better than the stupid Yellow City, whatever that was called.
The
Saffron.
yellow.
That one. What's it called?
Saffron.
Saffron, yeah, I don't like that one. It's full of
It's
weird
easy to
kitchen
tell.
linoleum.
It's easy to remember the town names because
They're all color-based.
yeah, they're all color based. And so like Pewter City, the background color should be pewter. I mean, it's obviously not going to be like accurate, but
Well, when I think of
like-
saffron, I think of more like
Competition! I can't
red.
get enough.
I think it actually might be a red.
Yeah.
I don't really
Gambler
remember.
wants to fight. I believe in the remakes, Gambler was changed to Gamer.
I think
Oh
it
my
was.
gosh, that
'cause-
Bellsprout is hilarious. Its mouth looks like a vacuum.
Bellsprout's head is actually yellow.
Hmm.
Little fun fact there.
Maybe. Oh, here's a game theory, guys. All right, I got game theory. So, what if in the earlier generations you play as somebody who's severely colorblind and they can only see particular colors? Or no, they
What?
have severe synesthesia, and so they associate locations with colors. And so in different cities, all you see is monochrome of a particular color.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually kind of strange. Like all the like everything is named at all the towns are named after colors in this game, and yet the game isn't in color originally.
Oh, that's true. So they were named after colors even before you could see the color on the screen?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I mean,
But the
that's
color was still programmed into the game.
yeah, that is true because if like you use a Super Game Boy on your SNES, you'll get a color
Mhm.
scheme just like this
Yeah.
one.
So was the color kind of programmed into the game as sort of a, hey, you know, when the game systems evolve enough to support color
Yeah.
kind of thing?
I think
That's pretty
I think
cool.
they their games.
That's really good. That's really good thinking. They predicted the future.
Yeah.
Dude. No, Nintendo back then had really cool programmers.
They had Iwata.
Yeah, they had Iwata, who he's literally the reason that Johto was in the
Kanto was in the second.
Kanto was the second gen games because he compressed the code so well that they could just fit another region onto the game. They're
So
like,
That's cool.
And like,
alright.
yeah, Kanto's this region. So
Mhm.
basically after you finish the Johto region, which is the second game, you go back to this region, but it's 3 years later, so it's a little different.
Mhm.
And everything's more powerful technically.
Just stuff like that.
But that was really cool.
Generation
Game
2
aspect. I remember when I first played the Johto games, and that was a feature, I was super stoked.
Generation 2 is my personal favorite in the series.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too. Johto's the best. It
It's
had
also-
a really good gameplay too.
I'd also say it had the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta unplug my monitor for a second.
it's probably
so
gonna
I'm listen to
be a while before we get to this, and before we get to Johto, and I don't know which one I'm gonna play for that. Most likely Crystal.
Do
And
Crystal.
is that a second generation?
Yeah, it's second generation. There's Gold, Silver, and
Uh,
Crystal.
I gotcha. Well, that fight was so much easier than that last one.
Mhm.
Wait,
Crystal's
we're not in a gym battle, are we?
No, we're not.
Okay, I was gonna say, wait. I know I'm not really looking at the screen, but like,
Where
that's
did you
a
think we
lot
were?
of it. I just thought we had a normal battle, just like a.
One thing that's kind of neat about Gen 2 is like depending on which version of Gen 2 you're playing, the Pokemon sprites are going to be different.
Oh, interesting. How
Yeah.
so?
And what I thought was cool was Crystal version was the first game that you could play as a girl.
Yeah, it was. Unlike Gold and Silver, in Crystal, you can actually play as a girl instead of just a guy.
I never cared. I was like, fuck, okay. But
Will, don't you always play as the girl?
yeah. But like my sisters were the ones that really were excited about that one, because when they were a kid,
right?
And
it's like
we lived with all the fun things of the '90s in that town, but we also lived with all the bad things of the '90s, like, you know, female expectations. And so,
But there was Metroid still at that time.
I said good and bad.
I meant more the female expectations part.
Oh yeah.
Cause I mean, Samus is a female and she's a freaking badass.
Yeah. Well,
and I mean that was like 1986.
Particular female role. But she also wasn't.
Well, I mean, did you not the original?
It wasn't in the first game that they revealed that Samus was a female.
Yes, it is.
It was? Okay.
If you
I literally never kept up with Metroid, so.
If you beat the first game in a short amount of time, Samus will take her power suit off.
Huh.
Same with most Metroid games. Most Metroid games do that. That being said, the manual of the original Metroid actually does refer to Samus as a he.
Interesting.
Probably just to hide it because it was meant to be a surprise at the end.
Or maybe maybe it's just kind of like, we're looking at it like the rest of the viewers are, and the viewers think that this person is male, so we're going to address her as male, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then give it the old 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still, even then, it's something that's pretty unheard of for the time because...
Yeah. No,
look
it was really
into the
cool.
binoculars. The only way to get to Cerulean Cities to Lavender Town is by the way of Rock Tunnel, which is bad, and I don't want to go through Rock Tunnel.
I remember going through Rock Tunnel. That was awful. I don't ever want to do it again.
I need to reorganize my cords.
But anyway, yeah, back in the 80s, something like Samus, like a badass female character in like 1986, that was almost unheard of. Usually,
really?
Usually the female characters were like something of the airheaded Peach.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway, my sisters were excited about Crystal version because they could play as a female. And I thought that was really cool.
Another thing I like about Crystal is actually like when a Pokemon comes out of the Pokeball in Crystal, and this doesn't happen in Gold and Silver, like in Crystal, the sprites are flat out animated.
Yeah, no, they do that in
They do that
Did they do that in Sapphire and Ruby?
No, but it was in Emerald.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Emerald, but not Sapphire and Ruby. That was kind of the special thing about Emerald.
Snorlax!
It's so lazy, it looks like you could beat it so easily.
You can't.
You
Aw.
can't.
Underestimated.
Like, I'm gonna try, but I believe I actually run from this fight. Either that or I accidentally kill Snorlax. The thing is, I do not catch it, despite the fact that I wanted to.
I remember, my sister always got really lucky with Pokemon. And she was like, Snorlax! And she just, like, threw a Great Ball without doing any damage and caught it. We're like, are you okay? And then she caught Mewtwo with a Pokeball.
What?
Yeah, she did damage to that. She did damage to Mewtwo.
Okay. I mean,
that's such an extremely rare chance.
That's the thing about Mewtwo. Mewtwo can take a hell of a beating, and also it knows Recover. It is very hard to catch without using a Master Ball.
Oh, Snorlax is doing better than I thought.
It's very strong, but it's also asleep most of the time.
Yeah.
He's a tank. He actually, like...
That's the thing,
really,
though, it's using rest,
really classically falls into the category of tank.
Snorlax... because it used Headbutt.
Now, Snorlax is asleep. When Snorlax is asleep, it's like it actually chooses to use rest, which can heal it.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Oh, yeah.
It's completely full, and I think that might have been the reason why I ran, assuming that I did. I don't know. It was like a year ago that I recorded this game. To think that I originally thought we'd be able to do this entire commentary in a week.
What makes you think we could have done that?
Well, that being said, I thought we were gonna put the time into this that we put into the Sonic commentaries, which was we pretty much worked on it all day.
I see.
Like, you remember that, right, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is dependent upon whether, you know, you have school or a job or commitments and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. But, yeah, like, we did Sonic 2 and Sonic CD. We did those in a single recording session. And we did Sonic 3 in 2 recording sessions.
How long did that take?
We were basically working on it all day. With each
Wow.
of those.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't back out of this one. The big yawn. It returned to the mountains. Oh.
Sport fishing area.
Hmm.
Did I ever get the fishing rod?
I don't know. Every time I play Gen 1 games, I forget the map.
You just get it from Blue's sister.
I know. I always forget to.
Why is it playing the dark music? Electricity is my specialty!
Where's my Dr. Pepper?
Did the cat spill it?
Yeah, but I moved it. Uh-oh.
It's a donut!
No.
It's the rice ball.
It's a jelly donut.
Eh. Eh.
Where did it go?
It used self-destruct.
I'm not nervous about my Dr. Pepper because I want it. It's because I'm nervous that it's gonna spill again, and I don't know where it's gonna happen.
Now I have to ask this guy, why would you actually have your Pokemon use self-destruct? Yeah, it's a good move that does a lot of damage, however it insta-kills you.
I guess I don't... Huh, interesting.
That's not very
It's
tactical.
always the last resort. It's like, if you have 2 Pokemon left, they have 1.
It's not very tactical if it's your first of only 2 Pokemon. And he's using it too, see? But the thing is, I used Dig before that.
What does that one do?
You dig underground, and then you use an attack after that.
And
One turn
basically,
later.
you dodge all damage.
Oh, I see. Cool.
There are 2 other moves like that. There's also Fly, and in later generations, you can use Dive if you're in the water.
Mhm.
I just remember seeing like hacked games where like you could hack it so that you can use dive anywhere. Or like, what was it? It was like Pokemon Stadium or something that was hacked so that Snorlax could use Fly.
Will.
It was like Snorlax used Fly, and it was still laying down, and it just like levitated up.
Yeah, but what's even better is, and I know we've talked about this on the show before, but Diglett used Fly.
Oh.
Oh, it's a bite.
Yeah.
I believe it's most likely just a Magikarp.
Oh, wait, so you
Never
have
mind, it's
to
a Horsey.
fight. So you basically have to fight the fish that you catch.
Yeah, it's a way to
That's
catch
funny.
Pokemon, but I'm just gonna say flat out right here, I do not catch any more Pokemon in this playthrough. I just make my team,
You don't
and
catch
I
them
also
all?
get... Nah, it's just bragging rights in this game.
What I
You
do
can
is
only
I
hold a certain amount, huh?
yeah, but you could store them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is... Yeah, that's
Cheaters, right?
basically, I build up my team, and only 2 of those are actually caught. Most of them are through story events. And I also got that Lapras at Self-Co.
Oh yeah, because you get all 3 starter Pokemon
Yeah.
through. Yeah, I started building up my team in yellow version, and then I was like, wait a minute. Actually, what is my team? Let's see. I have a Pikachu, a Butterfree.
What is the
You just
order?
have a Pikachu and a Butterfree?
What are you doing
What is
right now
that?
here with the order of the Pokemon? What's that?
I'm lining them up based on their
yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Do you do lowest level first?
Yeah, I do lowest level first for the sake of giving them some more experience.
Yeah.
So that means that's the one that fights first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could just send him out and then replace him with a stronger one and it still gets experience.
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
Like I said, I do a lot of balancing with my Pokemon's levels, and this allows me to, and while this allows my Pokemon to all level up equally, it leaves me under-leveled for a lot of the game.
Yeah, I remember that being really annoying.
Well, then once you level up, though, you have a super solid team.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, a lot of, like I said a few parts ago, I do not like the concept of level grinding. Because
I forget what that is. Can you remind me one more time?
Basically, you just like run around grass and kill a bunch of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Experience points. Yeah, I hate the concept of level grinding in pretty much any RPG. Magikarp used Splash. Because it's just a cheap way to extend playtime.
Like
yeah.
And
like
really, a lot of people play RPGs for the story anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, I mean, a lot of, like, games are usually played for the gameplay, but I'd say RPG is, like, the one genre, other than visual novel, where it's played for the story.
Mm-hmm.
Visual novel is literally, you're playing the story.
That's what I love about RPG games like that, and then your ability to kind of control the progress of the story by doing what you want at the same time.
Mm-hmm. You're really gonna see me gush about the story when we play the Mother games.
Oh yeah, you've talked a lot about those. How much you like them.
Yeah, I mean, I've already played Mother 2 for this channel like quite a while ago, but
yeah,
I think I might redo that at some point because that's like really. Did we just lose Will?
Uh-oh. Yeah, we did.
Every time.
Uh-oh. Will, come back! Come back, Will! Oh, don't die!
Will it come back? You can blame it all on me!
Will! Oh. I'm gonna miss that kid.
Next time on Smash Team Games?
Hopefully we find Will.